Hey, what's going on? Matt from Icarryusa, and today we're going to be talking about the new Smith Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 and 380. See you on the range. So, I was in the gun shop, you know, like I always do, sniffing around, and I saw this little gun, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me, this looks like a toy. This thing is so small and skinny, it doesn't even feel real, okay? This is their new Bodyguard 2.0, and it is probably the coolest gun I've ever seen in my life. I just had to buy it, all right? I bought it mainly for my wife to carry. She's very skinny, very tall, so it's hard to hide a gun on her. I think this is gonna get the job done. I just ordered a holster for it, so we'll get to that later. But today we're gonna go over the basics of the gun. We're gonna shoot it a little bit. We're gonna see overall how I feel about it and everything else, all right?
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, real quick. This is the Smith Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. I'm giving you a size comparison. This is the SIG 365, Matt. It's the SIG 365. A lot of S's going on today. I'm having real trouble. All right, so Bodyguard 365 gives you a good comparison how big this little tiny gun really is, okay? The SIG 365 is already very easy to carry, so this little Bodyguard is gonna be no big deal. Try not to point at the camera guy here.
Appreciate you.
You got it. All right. Now the one thing I did notice about this gun that I just picked it up and was like, wait, something's wrong with it. The guide rod kind of sticks out a little bit. That's completely normal. It looks a little weird, but it's actually perfectly normal. All right, a couple things I love about this gun. I love all the grip texture they put on everything. They even got like a gas pedal grip texture for your control hand now up there and on both sides. So that side and that side. They even put a little grippy pad here on the takedown lever. I thought that was pretty cool. All right. The gun racks, it's kind of stiff on racking, but this thing's brand new. Got to break it in a little bit and see how it runs. The sights on this gun, you got a blacked out rear sight with a U shape, and you have an orange front sight. Wow, I cannot talk today. What is going on? All right, we're gonna get through this. I don't give a crap. This gun does have a safety. The safety isn't crazy hard to engage, okay? But I think with a little bit of practice, a little bit of movement on the metal, it'll loosen up over time. I would definitely carry this gun round in chamber, safety off. It is still a striker fired gun. It still works just like all other striker fired guns. So I would consider definitely keeping the safety off on this gun. It's not really even big enough to grip in a fast situation kind of deal. It's kind of hard to grip. All right. So with this gun, if you live in a free state, the God-loving free states, you get a nice fat 12-round magazine, and then you get a smaller 10-round magazine, okay? Now, how I would carry this gun is 10-round magazine in, keeping the handle nice and flat, giving that ability to hide on your body better, and then your fat 12-round magazine right in the back pocket. All right, we're gonna get to shooting this thing real quick here, and we'll see how it groups. So we had a good question from the audience over here. I had to break this gun down. It's actually very simple. Lock it back, takedown lever comes down just like every other 2.0. Slide comes off, dry fire comes right off. Just like any other striker fired gun. All your controls are back here, striker's there, striker blocker's there, get your spring, you know.
Just like a Glock.
Everybody knows the four major parts. To put it back on, line everything up, all the way to the back, lock it back, down, done, nice and easy. This is probably the coolest little gun I've seen in a long time.
It's a little pocket pistol.
All right, let's get to shooting. All right, one small negative I just realized about this gun is if you have the magazine maxed out all the way, it is very hard to get in the gun. But if you just put it in on an open chamber, a lot easier and you're ready to go. If only I had a gun the same size as my finger, like when you're practicing finger gun stuff, it's like the same size.
It's actually smaller.
It's a little smaller. One of my jacked up fingernails. Look, my finger actually sticks past the gun slightly. That's wild. All right, ready? Here we go. All right. not bad. I saw somebody online did comment that this gun shoots left. So what we're gonna do today is run a bunch of rounds through it, because sometimes with newer guns, you gotta season the barrel for it to really hit more accurate. So all those shots were a little left. We're gonna keep on and see what happens.
All right, go ahead, little man.
All right, so, little man. I am not a little man. We're out here with the little mag now. In the gun it goes, nice and smooth. Look at that. It's flat, flush mag. Rack the gun. All right, now it's even smaller than it was originally. It's crazy. All right, you would think this gun has a lot of recoil being so light and so small. It's really not that bad. It's pretty reasonable. Ooh, did you see that? I had just a little flinch. The rounds are now coming more towards the center, so we're doing pretty good. Just stand in front of me. I'm not gonna shoot you.
Go.
Come on, do it.
This is good enough.
I got hit with something. All right, this is not a bad little shooter. I will say, I have such a high grip on the back, it does get me a little bit. With a little, dust. It's not uncomfortable, it's nothing crazy. I just know it's there.
He got big old man hands.
I got big old man hands, and anyway, this is a great little gun. I would say I'd give this a freaking 10 out of 10. They hit the mark with this thing. It's tiny, it's small, it's skinny, it's perfect.
What's the price range on it?
I think they're about $440, depending on where you go. If you got friends, you can get these things for pretty cheap. I got a friend. All right, so here we are with the Smith Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. I'm just kidding. It's this one right here. All right, so here we are with the Smith Wesson, son of a biscuit, Smith & Wesson Bodyguard. Why is that so hard to say? All right, my overall thoughts, this is a great little gun. The purpose of this gun would be a pocket carry or on a small frame female or a small frame guy, whatever you're doing over there. This is a great gun for somebody with a small framed body in general, or a pocket gun, or even a little pocket book gun, or anything like that. It fits the mark perfectly. It does exactly what you need it to do. It's got a great trigger. The reset's a little long, but again, it's a little tiny gun. The recoil is surprisingly not bad. It's just a 380, but it's such a light little gun, it's not bad. So I give this thing an ace. This is a 10 out of 10 for me. I love this little thing. All right, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the range.
Silence the shutter, so you can't hear the
Say that 5 times fast. Silence the shutter.
Silence the shutter. Yeah, no,
Smith & Wesson.
You know what's funny?
Smith & Wesson.
You know what's great? I've been recording.
Damn it!